welcome to another episode of our home tour. Today we are at Telok Kurau, visiting a 3-bedder resale condo that recently renovated. So besides being the normal kind of home tour, we intend to make this more educational, meaning sharing with you exactly what is the thing that makes renovation expensive so that you know what to take note of. And then at the end, we also guess how much the cost is. So you see, costing for renovation, normally there are two things. One is the scope of work, and two is the profile that you got, the profile of the designer. Are you doing someone more mass market, more mid-tier, or more boutique? Of course, the boutique should be the most expensive, but their design flair should be the best. So based on this, you will be able to know whether the price you pay, is it something that's fair, reasonable, undervalued, expensive, or whatnot. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so when you first step into the house, right, you can see that the ceiling is quite tall. So for taller ceiling, I think this one is about 4 meters. You need to account for additional costs because your carpentry becomes more expensive. If you are doing like plastering, painting, sometimes they might need scaffolding, meaning the stool for the people to do the higher floor one. So this will add on to the cost. So if you come to the living room here, the owners didn't do much on the flooring. They basically varnished the current marble flooring. So resale condo normally will have some marble flooring Normally it's very expensive so you just varnish. You can really don't backside itchy, chiao and redo. Okay. So you can see here they did the false ceiling. Like I said, the ceiling is high, so if you want to do the additional false ceiling, it will cost more. So actually the owner also shared that there were termites infestation on top, like in the wood. So they had to redo the whole thing. So the false ceiling for the living room, kitchen, whatever not, they had to redo it. Here you can see the curtain pelmet, so that you can hide the top of the curtain so that it looks more chill. Then this is their view. So importantly, you see when you open this, all these window/door were redone, and this thing is deceptively expensive together with the windows, because how you do it is that it goes by the square feet. And then they added this carpentry here. So the unique thing about this carpentry you see is this additional lever here. So this is what we normally call like a shaker door and this is actually 20 to 30% more expensive than a normal door because they need to add extra laminate, extra ABS, and this extra piece of wood here just to make it look classier. And then of course there's this curve which adds to the cost. Okay, then this is the dining room. The walls here you see if you look across the house, right, it generally looks quite smooth. The reason why it's smooth is because they did plastering. It's not painting, it's like the sibling of painting. Plastering makes the wall smoother, look more classy, more glossy. So without the plastering, right, it won't look that sui one. So this is something that you might want to account for when you do your renovation. And it's more expensive than painting. It's maybe about 50% more expensive. And then now you have this. Okay, so you can see this settee here. They have an extra hole for their shoes. And then all the different cabinets, and then it's curved some more. And even the tabletop here, right, is also curved. So all these add to the cost. And then voila, this black frame top sliding door glass. This one is expensive because most of the sliding doors, a lot of time they have the bottom track, which sometimes 占位 and it's ugly. So if you only have the top track one, right, it's slightly more expensive, but it's classier so just get it. Then you come to this wall here. Previously, this was a full wall. The owners decided to hack it, rebuild a half-height wall, and then put this black glass frame to tie in together with this black door, just to make it more synchronized. Okay, 进来. Okay, now we are in the kitchen. So that fan is a godsend. So if you have any place in the house that has no ventilation, just go install the fan. So you can see there's the standard kitchen cabinet, the shaker door, concept, top cabinet, bottom cabinet. Importantly, these are actually tiles. These will actually add on to the cost because sometimes kitchen wall, right, some people just want to plaster it and make it smooth. They don't want to add any tiles. But these owners decided that they wanted something that was more different rather than something that was just a piece of wall. The normal tile size is normally 60 by 60. So that's why this 1.2 by 60 tile size is actually more expensive. Then if you look here, this used to be a wall. This actually used to be a room. So the owners hacked this room down, hacked the wall down, built this full height carpentry all the way to this side so that they can put their storage, their barang, their washing machine and whatnot. And then they got this QS robot here, which mops the whole floor. I think it costs 1,000 plus, 2,000. Not sponsored, but it's damn good. I think it's a lifesaver. So now we go into the master. So for the master, they actually redid the master bathroom as well as the master bedroom, the flooring. So the flooring here is using vinyl, and then inside there you have your standard 60 by 60 tiles. The windows, they changed, false ceiling, add the light, vanity, and additional carpentry storage here. Pretty much quite standard I would say. Moving on to the master bedroom. Okay, remember just now we said the curtains, the curtain pelmet, and this window. This window here is very, very expensive. I'll say one set here is easily can be about $2,000. And it's just one set. You imagine times how many set around the house. Easily, windows is very deceptively very expensive. It can easily go to 5 digit, especially for a big 3-bedder resale condo like this. And then the full height cabinet. Remember, because the ceiling is about 4 meters, so their full height cabinet, normally it will be about 2.6 meters. So to compensate for the extra height, right, your carpentry cost will go up by that 20-30%. And then they have this recessed handle here. Okay, close, don't look at their stuff. And then they have an extended tabletop here that's also curved. Okay, then this is the common bathroom. By the way, this mirror cabinet, you need to take note when you do the top cabinet. Mirror cabinet normally will be a little bit more expensive because you need to add an additional mirror there. Sounds damn duh, right? But sometimes people keep comparing mirror cabinet with the one without and think that they should be the same price. But no, it isn't. Okay, so this is the study room. So there's the mattress there, just ignore it. By the way, this is the most real home tour you will get. So we are not here to stage anything, it's really as it is, okay? So the wall, they plastered, false ceiling. Remember I said about the windows being expensive and then the normal carpentry plus the aircon. So 大致上 nothing much, and the floor. And then there's this legendary machine here, which I think every house should have. Okay, now we will go through the estimated cost breakdown and see whether how soon is it. Remember I said cost is made out of two things. One is scope of work and two is the profile. So now we go through the scope first. Hacking I think is about 10,000 Cause 它 basically 挑整间 for a 3-bedder resale condo, except the flooring for the living room, which is marble, where they just varnished it. So I think it'll be about 10, especially when you see the kitchen, they hacked the additional storeroom away. Tiling works is about 30 because they did, like I said, everywhere except the living room. Living room 他们 varnish, and then 你看 kitchen 后面那个 1,200 by 600 kitchen backsplash for the full height wall, which is about 3 meters That one will be an additional cost because normal tiles is about 60 by 60 or 30 by 30. So if you exceed that size, normally they will charge extra, maybe about 20% more for the additional 1.2 times 0.6. So inclusive of the vinyl 我也放这里some people like to separate, but as long as it's flooring, I just put inside here. I would say it's about 30 Carpentry will be about 40, 因为它整间都有 carpentry. And importantly, 他们是做 shaker door and curve. So shaker door is about 20 to 30% more expensive. 1 feet normally from about 320, you can go up to 400. And then with the sides, each side normally is about 250 to 300. So all these costs will actually add up. Plus, their carpentry needs to be higher because their ceiling is higher. False ceiling is about 10,000. 它整间是 false ceiling 来的 all the track lights and whatever not. Windows and doors. This is the line item that people will think, why the hell is it 20,000? 因为 you see, like I said, it's go by square feet one, and these 4 panels of doors is very, very expensive. Easily is 4,000 or something just for this panel. And you think everywhere in the house, right, there will be some window, everything changed. Plus the doors also. Like you see all the bedroom doors and the door frame, they redo it again. This glass is for the kitchen actually, the entrance, the top track door, plus the half wall glass panel over there. It should be about 3,000 块Plastering, this is the thing that make the whole house smooth. It's about 5,000. Normally for a condo, it will be lesser, even though it's a condo. But because, like I said, high ceiling, this one sure got additional cost one. Miscellaneous is like your painting plumbing 我们放大概6,000块Electrical for the whole house, installation, new points, track lights, LED light, whatever not, is about 10,000. And then I added this random thing because sure got something I miss out down here. Right, so to estimate the cost, there will always be this additional number here. So in total, 我有 139. Hey, 老板 how much did your renovation cost 150. Exclude appliance Yes. Exclude. On your GST 9%, 1, 2. So we landed at about 150,000. Actually, will you say your designer is mass market, 就是那种 budget friendly 的，那种 mid tier 的，还是那种比较 boutique 的？
We told him what we need, and they managed to deliver They also very upfront. They are very frank with us that what are the costing for us to consider.
So you think the costing is reasonable? End of day.
It's reasonable for the designs that we have chosen.
Okay. So this is agak-agak actually how you do the estimation for the house. Some parts probably need to fine tune, but the numbers normally 跑不掉的. So if anybody decides to charge higher or what, alright, sometimes if you have someone to judge it, the truth will probably come out one. Okay, so this is the end of the episode. So to the next episode of our home tour.